Have you ever been depressed? From the time you wake up till the time you go to sleep, have you ever felt like you were just simply existing? Have you ever had thoughts so bad that it terrified the holy hell out of you? Well, if so, you've come to the right place. Because in this video, I'm going to be sharing some personal experiences that I've had with depression, as well as giving you some tips to get through it successfully. So hang in there, and we'll get right into it. Today is going to be a little bit different, a little bit more of a serious video because it's a pretty serious subject. I'm going to be sharing some of my personal experiences with depression and suicidal thoughts and suicidal attempts, and then I'm going to be going through some tips that helped me succeed and get through it, and it can help you too. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first story was back probably 8 to 10 years ago. I was at my grandparents' house where I was living, and I was having some family problems. You know, the band I was in just split up. Everything crashed around me all at once, and I decided after a couple months of continuously spiraling downward with my depression, I decided, fuck it, basically. I have nothing to live for. There's not any way to dig myself out of this hole. I'm doomed, basically, is how I felt. I felt hopeless. Like everything was pointless, like nothing was ever going to get better. And this is a very powerful story because I've been brought up Christian and religious, and I've strayed away from that since, but there was a point in time where I was really close to God. And for this to happen, first of all, let me explain what I did. I took this about 2-inch rope, we had a big tree, I think it was an oak tree, in the backyard. And I took this rope out there, tied it up, swung from it, grabbed on and made sure it was sturdy and wasn't going to fall off the tree. And it was a very heavy duty rope. And, it held my body weight with me swinging back and forth. And got this little 3 or 4 foot step ladder, tied, a noose, stepped up on it, and, held my breath for some reason, like that's gonna do anything. And built up the courage to jump. Excuse me. And here's the crazy thing. After I jumped, this thing, mind you, I was just swinging on it. There's no possible way, this son of a bitch broke. Like, not just like stripped or, by chance snapped, but this thing had a clean cut. Like somebody just took, a knife or a pair of scissors to it. And the first thing that pops into your head like that is supernatural, or, a higher power, or somebody watching out for you. And I instantly, when I hit the ground, I fell to my knees, and I was in tears, because it was just unreal. The fact that, God spared my life, even when I'm foolish enough to try to take my own life over, a temporary problem. And you've probably heard this before, but suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Everything gets better. Time is the key. Um, the second incident was only 2.5 years ago. I was dating, or actually, I was engaged to this girl, and we had a house, a garage, um, a dog. She had a little, 2.5-year-old daughter, which I loved with all my heart, but like my own. But we got into this argument, and she just kept beating me down verbally, just making me feel worse and worse and more worthless. And eventually, it triggered, my underlying depression, and it triggered other feelings I had suppressed, and I had those thoughts again. And after a day or two, I decided to be foolish and act upon them again, like a dumbass. So I went to the garage, and there was these joists, rafters. I took a power cord, which is, a hell of a lot thinner than a rope, but I tied it up, looped it around the rafters a couple times, and I tipped I think it's about a 5-gallon bucket upside down, and stood on it, tied my shit together, put it around my neck, and part of me didn't want to do it and didn't think I was going to do it. Part of me really wanted to, kind of just to be spiteful, just to like, haha, look what you did to me. Very immature, very selfish and stupid. Don't ever do anything along these lines for attention or for revenge. Anything like that. That is selfish. That is just a world of hurt that you're going to bring down on yourself. Anyway, I was standing on here, and she was walking out to say something to me, and she walked in the garage, and it startled me, so instantly I jump, and the bucket tips over. So there I am. I managed to get my hands in between my neck and the cable, and there I am swinging with my, grabbing on right here so I can breathe. And it didn't work. It didn't help very much because I still was struggling to breathe. But imagine how goofy that was looking, just me just, oh, oh. I managed to use my feet and get the bucket back up, stand on it, and mind you, when she saw this, she didn't come to help me. I honestly think that she didn't care whether I lived or died. But she took off and ran into the house, all pissed off and crying, while I'm just out there just like, oh. It cracks me up, man. It's not funny. I'm just trying to make light of the situation. Anyway, I got all, situated and went in, talked to her, we kissed, made up after a day or two. And, ever since I have worked on getting a plan together for when I do get depressed and have, bad thoughts. And, excuse me, so far it's worked. And today I want to share some of those tips with you. Because anybody who's had depression or suicidal thoughts knows that it's not just something you can get off your mind or something you can turn around like that. It's a serious, it scares me when I get depressed. Even if I don't have suicidal thoughts, being depressed makes me feel trapped, claustrophobic. It's an awful feeling. So, right here I had to write it down so I remembered verbatim. Move my microphone real fast. The tips, so I wasn't stumbling over my words and stuff. Um, but the first tip, let's get into it, is it is cliche, and I'm sure everybody's heard this, you know, when they've been down or just feeling under the weather uh, emotionally, but it's talk to somebody. And believe it or not, like, what motivated me to make a video like this is I started to, the last couple of days, I've been feeling real down and like it's coming on again. Like, just this overwhelming dread and sadness. And this is actually helping me and being pretty therapeutic because it's like me venting to you guys. And I appreciate you guys listening. Uh, but yeah, talk to somebody, whether it be a family member, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, or even, like, I don't have much of a family. I have a father, and I have my best friend, which is like my brother, and he is my brother. I call him my brother. But those are basically the only two people I trust and, you know, have in my life. Find somebody to talk to, even if you have to call a stranger or call one of the hotlines. Just, you have to talk to somebody, because if you try to go through this something like this alone, it's not going to work. You're going to fail, and you're going to do something stupid. The second one is music. Music's helped me, and I like metal music, which is aggressive, and a lot of people say it sounds angry. And I also like love songs, like playing and singing, you know, serenading songs. But I suggest you just don't listen to anything too angry or sad sounding music. But find like an upbeat, happy genre or song, and it'll help make you feel better. Number 3, this is one of the most important, is stay busy. Keep your mind occupied, because when you're sitting there and your mind's idle, you're going to be thinking and overthinking, and everything's just gonna come crashing down around you. So, number 3 is keep your mind busy. You know, stay occupied, whether it be cleaning, music, you know, going for walks, whatever. But keep your mind busy. Don't let it wander. Number 4 is treat yourself. Now, you've heard of comfort foods. That's one of the things that's helped me. Like, I would indulge in, you know, candy, donuts. Oh man, I could freaking go for a homemade donut, or like a donut shop donut with a nice strong cup of black coffee. Oh! Amazing. Number 5, dress nicely, because if you look nice, you feel nice. Made no sense. But anyway, if you look nice, you're gonna feel good. If you look good, you're gonna feel good. Damn it, Jesse, why couldn't you get that? Come on. If you look good, you're gonna feel good. So dress nicely, take a shower, wear deodorant, don't smell like shit. Common sense. And now on the most serious, one of the most serious notes is number 6. Is this helped me tremendously, and he's the only one who can legitimately help you, and that is God. Pray and talk to God. You know, even if you don't believe, just humor yourself. Humor me. You know, give it a shot. I'm not trying to be all preachy, but you know, just talk to God. If you have a Bible, there's a lot in the Bible that is hard for me to even get through reading because it just doesn't interest me. I'll be honest, you know, I have to bite my tongue to read through. But I can give you some real good. Actually, I'll leave in the description some real good verses and books in the Bible that are interesting and will help you through depression. But yeah, talk to God, you know, just open your heart to Him and, you know, just pour it all out on Him. It's not just what He's there for, but He will listen. But that's about all. I'm going to wrap up with this video. But to anybody out there who is dealing with depression, I just want you to know you are not alone. And real fast, I apologize. My nose has been off and on because of the weather being stuffed up and. But anyway, you are not alone. You know, I've gone through it. I still go through it from time to time. A lot of people go through it. You know, it sucks. It is a very shitty situation, but there are things that you can do to help you get through it. And that's not all. I could have gone on and on for another 14, 15 minutes, you know, with things that'll help. Sometimes you gotta figure out and find the things that'll help by yourself. So, like always, thank you very much for watching. See, I'm starting to stumble over my words already. But, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my video for more content. Hit the notification bell to get my videos straight to your phone. And yeah, please comment if you're one of these people that are feeling real depressed or worthless and like there's no point. Comment and, you know, let me know and talk to me. I'll give you my personal information and we can chat. You can call me or message me or whatever. But yeah, please like and subscribe, comment, share if you like this. It'll help me out tremendously. God, I keep choking. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.